Page 2. How do we know the brain can grow stronger? Scientists started thinking that the human brain could develop and change when they studied animals' brains. They found out that animals who lived in a challenging environment with other animals and toys to play with were different from animals who lived alone in bare cages. While the animals who lived alone just ate and slept all the time, the ones who lived with different toys and other animals were always active. They spent a lot of time figuring out how to use the toys and how to get along with the other animals. Effect of an enriched environment. These animals had more connections between the nerve cells in their brain. The connections were bigger and stronger too. In fact, their whole brains were about 10% heavier than the brains of animals who lived alone without toys. The animals who were exercising their brains by playing with toys and each other were also smarter. They were better at solving problems and learning new things. Even old animals got smarter and developed more connections in their brains. When they got the chance to play with new toys and other animals, when the scientists put very old animals in the cage with younger animals and new toys to explore, their brains also grew about 10%. Children's brain growth. Another thing that got scientists thinking about the brain growing and changing was babies. Everyone knows that babies are born without being able to talk or understand language, but somehow almost all babies learn to speak their parents' language in the first few years of life. How do they do this? The key to growing the brain: practice. From the first day they are born, babies are hearing people around them talk all day, every day. To the baby and to each other, they have to try to make sense of what these strange sounds and figure out what they mean. In a way, babies are exercising their brains by listening hard. Later, when they need to tell their parents what they want, they start practicing talking themselves. At first, they just make goo-goo sounds. Then, words start coming. And by the time they are 3 years old, most can say whole sentences almost perfectly. Once children learn a language, they don't forget it. The child's brain has changed. It has actually gotten smarter. This can happen because learning causes permanent changes in the brain. The baby's brain cells get larger